My name is Dr. Nicole Bossard, President and Positivity Strategist at TGC Consulting Incorporated. Have you ever had one of those days where you just can't take another thing? The phone bill's overdue. You've received an eviction notice. And to top it all off, your boss has said, listen, you miss one more day and you're out. And just then you get a text from the sitter saying, don't bring the little one by, I woke up and tested positive for COVID. The details might differ, the circumstances might change, but we've all hit that wall, the wall of overwhelm. And for our families living in poverty, they hit that wall with greater frequency and force. From the neuroscience, we're learning the impact that poverty can wail on our families is it diminishes our ability to help us get from point A to point B in the most challenging of circumstances, right when we need it the most. Things like our ability to plan for the future. Things like being able to keep a cool, steady head and stay your course. Being able to stay nimble and creative and troubleshoot despite all of the obstacles and challenges imploding from every direction. But what the science is also teaching us is there are skills we can learn, partnerships we can forge, and strengths we can cultivate to help us to do just that. The Vermont Reach Up program is designed to walk alongside our families so that they can overcome obstacles, explore new opportunities, and most importantly, reach the goals that matter most to them.
I think I am going to go home and probably make a light supper and just relax. I have always met people where they're at. In my opinion, a single mom with a child, where else would she be but outside on a beautiful day, enjoying the sunshine with her child. I am finding more and more individuals are not comfortable meeting inside my official office. Those four walls appear to intimidate them. So getting them to feel comfortable and trusting is the basis to the program.
You play outside? She loves to be outside. It's one of her favorites. I think that the Reach Up program has been able to give me the peace of mind knowing that I'm going to be okay no matter what, and my family is going to be okay no matter what.
Can you remind me some of the medical fields that we had discussed earlier that interested you?
Yes, so I believe that I would like to get some more information about becoming an ultrasound tech.
Sure.
I was also looking at becoming a phlebotomist, as well as I've had some interest in becoming a medical assistant.
Sure. So let me ask you, what is it about these two fields that really pulls your interest towards that area?
I think that ultimately I just would like to be able to help people.
Okay.
In general, I think that that makes me the happiest.
Sure.
So I think that would be perfect for me, honestly. I do feel as if I'm able to go to Lori with all of my ideas, and I think that she is able to help bounce ideas back just to give me another perspective.
This is strictly your journey, your plan, and only you can make this decision.
Of course.
My name is Erin, and I'm the director of the Reach Up program. I started my career actually as a case manager in the Burlington district office. I've been the director for about 6 years now. When I first started as a case manager 20 years ago, we had a very kind of directive, prescriptive program. There were certain requirements, and we told people this is what you have to do, and there really weren't many choices. So how are you finding that things are going as we're transitioning to this coaching model and doing goal plan, do, review, revise? What do you think about what participants are thinking and your staff?
The case managers and the participants are excited. The case managers are experiencing less resistance than before now that the participants are developing their own goals and they're in the driver's seat. It's more sustainable, and they seem to be ready to go quicker.
That's great. It's really exciting to hear. So one of the things I was wondering about is this goal storming worksheet that we use sometimes, because I know some of the feedback that we've heard is that when participants and case managers are used to a certain way, which traditionally had been kind of, we say, here are the activities that you need to do, but now we're asking people, what do you want to do? What's important to you? That sometimes people have a hard time figuring out what to set as a goal. Have you found that case managers or participants have found some of these activities and worksheets helpful in that process?
In a lot of ways, it's giving the participants permission to dream, something they've not allowed themselves to do for a long time. So once we get over that initial inertia, they're excited about drafting their own goals.
We've learned so much about what motivates people, about brain science, about scarcity, and how when any of us is challenged with bandwidth, whether it's time or resources or money, that it becomes very hard to focus on things. And so using a lot of those concepts and understanding and learning, we have come to a place where now we understand that coaching and goal achievement are really the best ways to help people achieve their goals and to realize their dreams, and really giving people the space to dream and think about their futures for themselves and their families.
My name is Sue LaFleche. I'm a Reach Up case manager. Today I'm meeting Caitlin. Actually, I'm meeting Caitlin in person because during the pandemic, things were just mostly on the phone, which was really nice to meet her in person, and I'm hoping that now we're going to be able to meet more in person. It sounds to me like we're revising your plan a little bit with the library.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we can talk a little bit about what are some of the steps that you're going to be taking, specifically what does your day look like? How are we going to?
Yeah, I mean, when I envision my day, I think I just need to do schoolwork all day, all night, but that's not realistic because I have a life to live and I have limitations with, post-concussive syndrome, but I do need to finish the semester successfully. And so my overarching goal, my main goal, is to maximize school time. And so I actually wrote some notes for how to maximize school time. I have some bullet point ideas.
I was lucky to be a part of the process where they did the mission statement for the program and how it changed to a goal-oriented program, which I think has been really incredible for some of the participants that we've been working with, because they actually identify their goals and set their goals. And I think it's much more meaningful that way.
So
we do meet people where they're at.
That means it's been nice to look through the past goals and see that I have met some of them. My sleep schedule is more on track, and
you were very detailed too with a lot of the things. You had the exercise, you had the eating well, you really were just gangbusters on all these things I'm going to do for my major goal of getting the school done.
Some things I've followed through for. The keeping on top of schoolwork is the bigger challenge for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's a program that's really helping me to make an important transition in my life that I don't think financially I would be able to swing if I didn't have this support.
Hi Amber, how you doing today?
I'm okay, thank you. It's been a long week.
I know, Goodness, you had quite a list of things you wanted to get done.
I did.
How's Enzo? He was not feeling so good. Is he feeling better?
The last thing I needed was a sick kid in the middle of the week, but yeah, he's better and he's back today, so that's good. He's starting to get really excited about moving classrooms.
Yeah.
So it's really big for him.
So you had talked about one of your goals was getting him ready for that. To switch classrooms for kindergarten.
Yeah. So he's gonna be moving into his summer classroom for his preschool. So he's got a little pre-transition to kind of work through before kindergarten. So that's gonna be interesting.
So let's talk about your steps to get him ready for kindergarten. You know, I do have to say, at the beginning of learning the plans, I kind of struggled a little bit with trying to change the way we worked. But after using it and breaking it down and seeing how participants really took to being successful after making their little steps, and how they felt like, okay, I'm done with this, I can do something more, I can take a little more on, and focusing on their goals, and whatever their goal is, it's teaching them a process of reaching a goal. So even if their goal might be to organize a room, or whatever the process is, it's something that they're passionate about, it's going to make them move towards that goal.
This is going to be something that's going to be changing, or this is something that's going to be coming up, you know. We always used to talk about goals before, of course, you know, and you would put them in your plan, and there, of course, would be something that you would work towards. But with the work requirement, you weren't really working, there wasn't a whole lot of time to work towards those goals. You know, a lot of your focus was on, you know, job and making that work requirement. And although you had those goals on that list, there wasn't much actually getting done with, you know, those other things. So it was, it was a sort of stagnant feeling. And now I really feel like I'm sort of moving forward, instead of just sort of plugging away 20 hours a week and working on these goals, or having these goals that weren't really getting anywhere. Something along those lines.
So can you give yourself like a time frame that maybe you can get this going? So I know a lot of times we talk saying, you know, I'm going to start this, I'm going to start this, but actually giving yourself some dates, saying by the next 2 weeks or by the end of the month that we're going to actually start this routine.
I mean, I think like just a simple, like if I could get him in there twice a week to read a book before bed, I'd be real happy with that.
I think that case managers are really buying in more and more every day with the training from the GPDRR and the coaching model training coming up. And I just think it really is great for participants. It's shifting the power dynamic so that we're all equals, we're people helping people, puts the human back in human services for me.
If you gave me pen and paper and I were to come up with my most favorite thing to do with my life here in this world, it would be to coach people to see the possibilities that they can do with their life, to bring light to their life in whatever their dream. Every person has a different dream, but we all have unique talents and blessings in our life, but it's just bringing awareness to that and helping people dream, whatever their dreams are, and helping them make them come true. I love my job. I love it. I really do.
You've just seen a few of the families here in Vermont, as well as the case managers that serve them. This program works. If you're ready to stop struggling to climb that wall of overwhelm all by yourself and to get on your own journey from scarcity to success, please reach out. Don't wait another day to give your family the better future and that you deserve. We look forward to seeing you.